What up? What up? I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time. I'm down here. I done brought myself down to a park, so I'll give you kind of like a view of my scenery. See what's going on. There's other groups of people down here along with me, privacy reasons, respecting other people's space. Um, about back to the whole point of this video. This video is about the fact that you are God, and I've been wrestling with doing this video. Because you wonder if people's minds could, really wrap themselves around the idea of what I'm saying. And it was at one point, you know, as I started going into the whole search of knowledge and enlightenment, that I heard a guy say that there is no such thing as knowledge or enlightenment. And the video didn't really go too much into it. It was pretty much, that was just it, cut and dry. There is no such thing as knowledge or enlightenment. And I think I just got my mind wrapped around that whole idea of that because, I was like, oh, I'm living this life, and yeah, I may be living this life and in this reality, and you have rules to this reality and how to live it, or rules that are so-called given to you on how to live it. But the perspective of the fact that you are God, there is no separation between anything that exists. There's no way for it. There's no, everything is energy, and energy from one spot to the next. We're all interconnected as far as that is concerned. And once you realize that you're just like a brain cell in God's mind, it's like he didn't pull out a toolbox of parts and different things like that and start putting you together separate from himself, so you're a part of all the time and always will be and always has been. And what people, or what I, concluding I've come to, is we're just in the imagination of God. I mean, all knowledge, information, everything that we currently know, to be enlightenment is simply an imaginative thing. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as knowledge. There's knowledge according to the life that you live. I mean, if you're looking for some type of knowledge or enlightenment, there's enlightenment to the reality that you live in. But as far as real knowledge or enlightenment, I don't see how that could possibly be in the imagination of God. Which means, it's like if you sat back and you imaginated a few characters in your mind and they're playing a role, or even if you just sit there and you're imagining something, a scenario in your mind of how you want it to play out and how you want the outcome to be, there's still other players in that imaginative world. And to what extent are they real or fake within that imagination that you just created? There's, so I mean, when you take it like that, I mean, I hope I'm not trying not to be too all over the place with it. I'm trying to be as direct with it as possible. But if you have that imaginative thing going on and you don't know whether or not the players that are actually playing the part within your imagination are real, or they feel anything or not, but the fact of the matter is you can think anything. You can think that you can have bad thoughts about a person, and you can even create a whole imaginary world where you threw them out of a plane and they hit the ground hard. I mean, what's to say that that creation never really existed in the first place just because it was only alive for a few moments? You gotta excuse me, I'm looking around because this mosquitoes is out here today, and then it looks like it's also gonna rain. So, but within that, in the matrix that we live, sure, you have knowledge or enlightenment or a certain way that you should live, I suppose, but it should always be according to who you are and never outside of yourself. I mean, you really have to do what makes you feel good as a human being, and not try to live up to somebody else's expectations of what they think you should be or have. You know, the fact that if you want a house, let it be because you truly want a house. You want money, let it be because you want money. Don't let it be because if you don't, other people will look at you sideways like, I don't understand why this person don't. Well, in retrospect, it's like I don't actually want for anything material. You know, it's just to be able to enjoy the beautiful side of nature since I'm here on this realm. And I feel like that is very difficult to do when every time you turn around you look by a lake and you got, you know, anthrax factory right across the lake, you know what I'm saying, making biochemicals and shit like that. I mean, when you constantly losing nature because so many people are trying to live up to a dream that someone else told them they should have from outside of themselves, instead of saying that, you know, man, I love to do this or I love to do that or I'm very athletic and I'm doing this for a certain reason. Not to, I mean, you know, people stopped doing it for the love of doing it and started making it about a profit and this, that, and the other. I mean, if you share everything, you don't have to worry about that. You can cut all of that worrying about how you're gonna feed your family and the other. I mean, shit, be one, be a community. Maybe we might wake up in this huge collective. Yeah, excuse me, because you know, aside from the anthrax factory across, you know, you got these birds just flying in and out of these low bushes, and I just seen a hummingbird. I thought that was awesome because I've never seen a hummingbird here in Michigan before. So, um, yeah. But shit, I don't know. I don't know if there's any more, much, like, if there's any more I could pretty much say on the topic. I mean, go ahead and wrap it up. Peace.